And here we are, the Canon C300 Mark I, and it was a wonderful contribution by my friend Cary. So Cary, thank you so much for letting me borrow this workhorse, this beast, if you will, of a camcorder. And so I'm going to be talking about that. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Drew here with another video for you guys. And in today's video is actually a special video. It's kind of a unique video in a certain way because a friend of mine let me borrow his Canon C300, the original, the Mark I. And so I figured, what the heck, I might as well do a video on it because I've never actually used this camera. I've used on set the Canon C100, which is actually the camera that we used to make my short film, Binlow's Locker, that cyberpunk short film. I recommend everyone check it out. It turned out awesome. And I love that camera. So the C300 reminds me a lot of it. So I am very excited. And here we are. This is the Canon C300, the Mark I, if you will. And by the way, this microphone on it is actually my microphone, because the microphone it came with is really cool, and I'm actually testing it out with this video right here. But yeah, this is my microphone right here. This has some sort of like rail thingy right here, where you can attach stuff on a cold shoe right here, which is really cool. And then this handle, I don't know if this is the original handle that came with the unit, but yeah, it's really nifty. It's really cool. And so what is really cool about this camera right here, for recording content, if you're recording yourself, you can just flip it like that, so I might test it and see how that does. But yeah, from everything I've read about the camera, it's really awesome. It's a really good workhorse. I have this lens on it right here, this lens right here that you're looking at. This is this really interesting Tokina, or I don't know how you pronounce it. It's this zoom lens. It's like 11 to 16 millimeter f2.8. So it's really nice, very wide lens, which is really cool. Has a autofocus thing and all that jazz. Pretty cool. I'm gonna get some test shots using this awesome camera right here. The only bummer and reason I don't have test footage for it right now is because I don't know if you can tell, but it takes compact flash. So the first generation takes compact flash, which is kind of a bummer, because the second generation of this camera, you can record on SD cards, to my knowledge, if you're doing 1080p or something like that. And this one only does 1080p. It doesn't have in-body image stabilization like the A7S Mark II, or the Mark II of this variety, I believe, has the in-body stabilization. I think this lens has stabilization in it. So just things to consider. But what's really cool is this little doohickey with the monitor. You have two XLR ports right there, which is really nice. And you can control the levels on this little thing right here. Pops open and you can change the levels. And then of course you can move the monitor thing on that. So really cool camcorder. So I bought a compact flash card, and I'm going to test this thing out when it arrives tomorrow, and I'll get more test footage and stuff. So what I'll share right now is the test footage I had just from a capture card, so you can see what it looks like in here anyway, in this kind of studio environment. I'm excited to see how this does in low light. I know this is Super 35 sensor, so I'm curious to see how it performs in that, and then just see how it stacks up, doing kind of interviews and stuff. I was thinking this would be really cool as a third camera, doing an interview, like a video business card, and have this as like a third cam. Obviously a wider camera, since this is like a really wide lens. This is the only lens I have on it. I also did purchase for this camera the like an adapter for my screw mount prime lenses. So I've M42 screw mount prime lenses. I know this is a crop sensor, so having those lenses, there's going to be a crop, but I'm just curious to see what it looked like, and the adapter wasn't that expensive, so I'll play around with that as well. But thank you so much for checking out this video. I figured, what the heck, with my part-time videographer job, I do a lot of weddings and events, and the camcorders my company has us use, they're all Super 35 sensors, but they're Sony's. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this does. And those camcorders that my company uses are kind of the older model, Sony like FS5s and stuff like that. So how this compares to that and all that jazz. But again, thank you so much guys for checking out this video. Again, I will be shooting with this soon. I will let you know what I think about it. If you're starting out in filmmaking and you want a really good camcorder that can get you all kinds of cinematic footage, is this good for you? So I will let you know in the next video. Thank you so much for checking out this video. And please feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of my content. I'm going to be putting up more videos soon. I have a lot more really exciting things planned, not just in terms of content creation videos and tutorial videos, but other things regarding my short film. And then of course, some podcast stuff coming out soon. So thank you so much for checking out this video and see you on the next one. Take care.